then things will move on. Be able to get those done. What happened there? I can't math. Oh. Got enough room for 8,000 more. Okay. Whatever, that'll be enough to be going on. We'll do a feed mix. I'll feed the cows at the other farm, top them off, and maybe push the feed mix up to the full, bring it back down here. Yeah, we've got a couple of really nice fields of cotton. I do not know how long that's going to take me to harvest, but it's going to be painful, I think. Well, that's the thing. It's not going to be too painful for me because I can just set that harvester off and leave it running. It needs absolutely no intervention from me at all. But I'm trying to think. The problem is going to be how much time we have. We planted the fields early enough that they should be ready to harvest on the first month of harvesting. But after that, I'm not sure. Oh, that cornfield's doing nice by the looks of it. He's not on the headlands yet, but he's getting it done. Still got 800 litres of seed, so he's not going through the seed very fast either. It's a good thing. Anyway, here we are again. This over here. Alright. So we want it's 2 hay bales. A round straw bale. And 3 round silage bales. All right. There you go. Let's grab the little yellow thing and get that loaded. So we haven't heard from the kids this week. They are home. But I thought that they may be going to visit friends for an Easter egg hunt or something like that. So I don't know if we'll see them this week, in which case their Easter baskets will still be here next week. Oops. Stop. There you go. All right, that's those two done. Seriously, have a lot of rain today. Guessing we're not going to be producing much in the way of electricity. Solar panels. Although last month, our electric bill, the electric part of our bill was $20. Which is, I think, about a quarter of the electricity we've been using over winter. That's not bad. Mrs. Osa checked the bill against. We've got a running spreadsheet to show how much we use, how much we generate, and how much we get credited for. So how much we generate that we're not using at the time that we're generating. And I haven't looked at last month's figures yet. So I'm not sure, because there are being connected to the grid, paying tax for the Civil War, and all the rest of the stuff they've added to it, which we don't get. That doesn't factor into electrical generation. That's just the excess stuff. So okay, 20,000 litres. If I can get this more full, that would be good, but I am going to need to check the mix. So we're high on straw, we're low on hay and silage. So let us get one of each of those. So square hay, round straw, round silage. I will get one of those and one of those. That should not exceed contents. Yeah, what I'm really interested now is, did we generate more units of electricity than we used, or did we still generate less, but it was quite a substantial comparison of how much we generated. And we just got an announcement that our electric company is putting up their rates on the 1st of next month. So if we end up if we end up generating more than we use, then that's not going to be a problem for us. Okay, let's have a look at I should have gone that way. There's still room. So I think this is 42,000, so we've got room for a bit. We could grab another silage bale. That's more than good. one bale silage, just the one. Okay. Now that won't completely fill it, but it's going to give us a good tank capacity, so we can run over to the other farm. It's easy. Track the boom. And I will take that and put it in the shed. So we are done with telehandling for I did notice that the mower had finished, so we will move that on to the next field. Do not put, in spite of the fact you should probably rest your movable tools on the ground. We have had issues where it's in the middle of a game save. When we reload next time, you end up with they're all stuck in the ground. So not doing that. Okay, that's another grass field cut. Next. Off you go. Actually, we'll go backwards from there. So 87%, and yeah, the next bale to stick in would have been hay, and probably too much. But goodly amount of food. We'll take this down to cows in the big barn. They can start munching through this. Okay, that's cow care dealt with. Don't need horse care. We did sheep care. Don't think we've sold the wool yet, so we'll let's speed us up to 3 times speed. That'll be better. So in about 5 real world minutes, we should sell our wool. What's running? Got 6R. Okay, that's mowing. Puma's hauling the food, and the 8R is planting. Okay. It's got 3 tractors running. It was actually the mowing one I'd forgotten about somehow. But that's all good. So we'll dump what we can into the feed trough, and then we'll put this back under shelter. Probably turn this off. I'm also having thoughts about having a workshop down here, because we don't have one, and it's running all the way to the main farm to do that. We got the fuel tank. That was a no-brainer, because we're now working this end of the lane. We do have situations where something's working in these local fields to here. It's just easier to fill them up with diesel from this end than it is from the other one. Okay, that's full. Leave this here. Oh. And I put the seeder down here just because I've got room down here, and we're really not using that particular piece of equipment that frequently just to plant grass, and I've already now planted an additional grass field. We now have 5 smaller fields, so that's, I think that'll work out okay for the farm. Okay, you are done. You're still seeding. You've still got 603 seeds, so that's good. Mowing. You do the headland first. Okay, that's fine. You're ready to spray stuff, but we can't spray anything right now. You're ready to roll. Okay. I think maybe grab this one. So, sort of thought I might be done with this tractor. As it is, I think we are going to go sell some methane. That's always good for the pocketbook. I think we've got 3 coming on 4 small tanker loads of methane. I don't really bother too much about keeping it for best price. We'll just sell it as it comes up. It's all good. And it keeps our bank balance nicely fed. The other reason for keeping the planter is that if we do get any contracts for planting, oops, oh dear, where you driving? Planting barley or oats or something like that, then I can use that seeder to get us some contracts still. Corn planting is looking good. We'll get that rolled as soon as he's off the field. And as far as transporting the manure products are concerned, I'm looking at basically once we've got at least a tanker or a truckload at the big cow barn, I'll usually get 2 loads of each out by using up what's at the smaller cow barn at this farm. So that's kind of a fun thing. And how are you doing? You are doing good stuff. So as soon as the mowing's completed, I'm not tedding anything with them. And one of the things is if you do use the swathing mode on the mower, it doesn't really clean up the edges of the field very well. The windrower does. So it's going to leave the swaths far more convenient for the baling afterwards. I could. Oh, now there's an interesting thought. I could get the 60115 out on the windrower and start rowing up some of these fields. what? I am in completely the wrong place. Methane output's over here. Ah, yes. There we go. We've got 20,000. 2 tanks worth. I'm going to get the 6R. Okay, there it is. So. Oh, yes, drop. Really? Yes, drop that. Pull forward. I seem to have misplaced my front weight. I think that's probably in the workshop. Pull forwards, we'll put that in that corner. Don't really need the weight. I'm not going to worry too much about it. Oh, hang on. Oh my goodness. We are all the way over here. So did I spray? I really don't know if I sprayed that grass field. Might have done, which is why we're down here. But we are going to have to pull that fertilizer sprayer down to the other end of the farm again. Once the corn's planted and germinated, of course. So we need to get tedding. Tedding or... Okay, we'll ted the top 2 grass fields. And then we'll figure out the next bit. I could probably... I could windrow using the 250. And then do small baling with this one. That's the thought at this point. Tedding might be really quick. I might be able to get the windrower back out on this one. We'll see. One thing's certain, I am going to be tedding with this soon. Grab the tedder. Oh, that's a little bit here. Oh, actually, it occurs to me I can automatically windrow and put the other tractor on an automatic bale. We will definitely consider that a good idea. Because then I can have the baler on follow me. I don't have to do any of the baling, because otherwise that is an intensely manual job. Where does the The methane. Oh, I know it. So this field and the one to the north of it, we're going to make hay. The problem with silage is it does take a month to ferment, so there is a delay before we can actually get to it. However, I'm not in a terrible need to get all that going yet. Right, you're working. And you're still sitting. Oh, hang on. I have a feeling it's gonna be. Okay, you're still chuntering around, so no worries there.